welcome to No Enemies Here, the show where I still got sinus issues and I'm losing my voice. I have no idea why. I went to the, here we call it the clinic, right? I went to the hospital and I saw a nurse practitioner who was, she was young, pretty, beautiful, and condescending. Condescending! What do you want me to do? Yeah, at that place, she knows more than me. That's why I go to her. Because she's a nurse practitioner. Because my doctor wasn't available, right? So I go to her. You don't have to be condescending. I said I might have a sinus infection, right? So, as soon as she hears that, oh my God, put on a mask. Don't you know that it's contagious? And it's people around here and there's OP. That's why I come to you, because I don't know if I have a sinus infection. Maybe I do. And I had no idea that it was contagious. What? Everything's contagious now. God, I have a headache. Anyways, she calmed down a little bit after because I was just going, with my mask on, right? But then she took my mask off and she saw my beautiful face. She was enamored. So anyways, it seems that I've got no infection. I don't know what's wrong, but my ear hurts, my jaws hurt, my eyeballs hurt, my sinuses hurt, and I got a bit of a headache. Maybe it's because I'm screaming all the time. Anyways. Man, I'm looking at my mail here. Check out, look, C3I's got the new, what is it, the new Gettysburg game? I'll get back to C3I. Check out Noble Knight. Noble Knight, man, they got it all. I mean, yeah, sometimes some games that are in demand and are far and few in between to get that are rare. That are rare. Yeah, they asked the price for it. Hey, man, they probably bought it for, a hefty price, and they gotta make a profit. Business, capitalism, USA. Anyways, they got a Avalanche Press game. And it's a World War II game. It's called Bismarck. Force de Raid, a campaign study. Force de Raid. Raid. Force de Raid. I don't know. But it's Dr. Mike Benninghoff. Who, I think it's a book. Yeah. And also, there's a new strategy and tactics. Number 341. Return to Europe. Sicily and Italy. You know what I'm saying? Monty and Patton. Then the Seas of Thunder. Global Naval Warfare 39 to 45. By GNT Games. Jeff Horger. Jeff Horger, man. I interviewed Jeff Horger. Nice guy. Not what you would think by him having... Not the type of person you would think he is. I'm generalizing. Because he does like Apocalypse Road or Thunder Road or Grand Prix F1. You think this guy's a hee-haw. He ain't. He's a super nice guy, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. C3I Magazine. The Great War. Okay? 1914 to 1918. And who did this game? Who did this game? There's a game inside. I don't know who did this game. I have to go and shop for the Great War. Why aren't they telling me? Okay, look. Shippo. Alright? McGowan and Lombardi's. So this is Roger McGowan's and Dana Lombardi's game. That's pretty wicked. It's a wicked magazine. No matter what anybody says. Capiche? And so look, today's show, I have an excerpt of the show formerly known as Everything You Wanted to Know About War Games We Were Afraid to Ask. My boss Artie, he don't like it. It's too long. It's too long. Hey, where's he going? It's too long. You could say it. Huh? Wait, he's got someplace to go? Anyways, the show. We don't know what it's going to be called yet. And when I say we, I don't know what it's gonna be called yet. It's the the Grand Poobah who's gonna name it. And what do you want me to say? It's his show. And man, we had Bruce Garrick, Space Rumsfeld, also known as the Wild Weasel. By the way, he's got a new podcast out, and I've always liked this guy, and I've been introduced to that name by STUKAJOE, as everything else I've been introduced to in war games. And I liked his cynicism. I liked it. You know what I mean? So we had him on the show, man. And let me tell you, pot shots. Pot shots all the time. This guy, he danced with the best of them. So I got an excerpt of the show, which I'm sure you're gonna like, right? Because while I'm editing it, I'm looking through it, right? And it's a show I put on. It's a show, but I get carried away with the show. You understand? So yes, it's an act, but it isn't, but it is. Because I wouldn't act this way. I think I wouldn't act this way in public. I guess I do act this way in public. That's who I am. What do you want? And that's it, man. So Jay Hinton, Poindexter Games has got a new segment on the video. And yeah, there's Mike in the house. There's let me see who else is in the house. I got all these folders open up because of the CSR. Don't forget to vote for the CSRs. I've done all the nominees, but I need pictures. I need pictures. It's funny. I don't know why I didn't put it out there, but I need pictures of the CSR award nominees. So I need a picture of Dean Brown. I can't find a good picture of Dean Brown. He's the guy who designed Spruance Leader DVG game. Then Patrick Gebhardt, Donnerschlag. He designed Donnerschlag. And Richard Whitaker of Into the Woods. I need pictures of these guys. Can someone please send me a picture? Because if I don't get a picture of these guys, I'm just putting up a game they created. And that's it. C'est tout. That ends there. So yeah. Yeah. Who's in the house now? Who's in the house? There is 6 actuals in the house. Also, something by Kevin Bertram and the Halls of Montezuma. Check that out. Meandering Mike, like I said, is in the house. And where's oh yeah, and Seek's in the house. Seek out and play. So that's it. It's gonna be one of those shows, and have a good one. And don't forget, be nice. 4 days ago, STUKAJOE put out 2 videos, El Ángulo Interesante, the 11th of June, plus he does a Saturday night bomb run for the 11th of June, and it is Crusade of the Partisans, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going blind here. KilRoyWasHere. No video this week, so he makes me do extra work to put up his stuff. 8 videos. The guy's been busy, no wonder. He checks out on Sanctuary Sundays. Viticultures in Tuscany, and then 414 BC, the Siege of Syracuse by Worthington Publishing. Then the first Jihad, the Rise of Islam by White Dog Games. This is an unboxing. Then he looks at another Worthington game, The American Revolution Hidden Strike, After Action Report, and gameplay. And a very interesting video called March on the Drina by Princeps Games, an unboxing and special guest. Guess who the special guest is? Warsaw 1920, Lenin's Final Conquest of Europe by Revolution Games, an unbagging. On Coffee with Kilroy, my favorite segment, is the B-29, Bombs Over Japan, a game by Patterson. I think this is a book game, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be mistaken. Then last is Operation Ichigo, Japan's massive 1944 across, I should say, offensive across China. This is Against the Odds, excuse me, Against the Odds magazine number 52. On the Tank Museum, bottom 5 tanks with Chris Copson. Seriously? Mark Felton, the guy who looks like a vampire, eh? Ukrainian SS in Britain, post-war SS. Galician Division refugees. Galician? Galzian. Bah! What's one vowel? Nanguaya, the guy from there. Ain't angry. What about the game giveaway? You said something? Anyways, get in touch with me or something. But don't the game give away China, something like that, eh? Because then I have to pay the postage. Why don't you pay the postage? Rat. Anyways, Nanguaya. 4 videos. The strategic map and Africa and what it might mean if the Suez Canal is blocked off. This is concerning Der Weltkrieg. Also, lots of coffee, and manipulating Alberto markers is a challenge. The way I am playing the game with command and supply hinders the Russians. And update for both the minigame and the grand campaign. This guy's really into it, man. Telling you. Marco Omnigamer aka Wargamer is reviewing 12 Hours at Malem. This is a game designed by Ivan Pratt, by Snafu Design Team. I like that, Snafu. Always like that, Snafu. The Chief and Bonding with Board Games and RPGs. 2 videos, it's live, number 6 Maze Rats RPG, Explore the Docks with viewer participation, plus Chief's Vlog, this is live, West Marches campaign with Maze Rats. Maze Rats, it's gotta be a Vietnam thing, man. It scares me, Vietnam. GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer has 3 videos out. Trafalgar 1805 Part 1 and a Compass Games called Burning Banners. This is a Kickstarter. And Heroes of Normandy, Battle for Caen. An overview on the GIMPY Gamer. Dave of Centurion's Review has 1 video with his buddy Len talking about Napoleon's first battle. This is a review. And Avalanche Press, Step and Sky, a brief history. Or, yeah, Step, PPE. A brief history of the Ukraine. On Dave's Centurion Review. My favorite Frenchie living in England, Fred Serval.
And I'm Grant.
Does a playthrough, episode 3 of The British Way, Kenya, End of an Empire, on HOLLANDSPIELE. The gentlemen of the Player's Aid have 3 videos out, and they review Land and Freedom by Blue Panther Games, plus a series game, monthly debrief, season 3, episode 5, and a co-op review, Warfighter, World War II, Mediterranean, a game by Dan Verson Games. Andy Nidell's channel, World War II, is on week 250. The invasion of Normandy begins June 10th, 1944. Andrew Chung is slacking off with 1 video on its Ships of War episode number 7, USS Enterprise 1936 versus HIJMS. HIJMS Zalkaku. I don't know. What is HIJMS? HLJMS? Someone let me know there. What is that? Huh? On Andrew Chung.
We continue Resistance Month in June with an unboxing of Force 136, the Warfighter World War II expansion number 64. The video showcases the cards included in the pack, plus provides a little history to Force 136, who fought the Japanese in the Far East theater of the war. For those who want to expand their warfighter experience to the Far East, a theater often overlooked in World War II, this pack may be perfect for you. Check out more videos on the Warfighter expansions and rules explanations when you visit the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel. And I will see you next Wednesday.
For our Italian listeners, Winter Quartering does a tutorial successors, I should say, by Phalanx Games on Winter Quartering. Hissy Studios, 1 video is unbagging South Pacific, breaking the Bismarck barrier. This is from number 30 of the C3I magazine. Charles Latorra, 4 videos. 1 is Orcs on the Table Tonight. Start prepping the humans for the main event. And then again, he shows us breakfast for his eldest daughter. A nice sandwich to go. With coffee. If he can find her. Then troops landed. Keep the horses quiet and sneak to the Orc religious site and steal. Blah blah blah. Plus finally, Durenstein basically ready to play. Need to go quickly through the rules, he says, on Charles Latorra. Board Game Cavern. Thunder Road Vendetta, Maximum Chrome Edition, an unboxing by Board Game Cavern. The Gamer's Closet, Doug Weed, 3 videos. Don't you want to know how to play Boggle? He reviews it and how to play. Also, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, a playthrough. I remember seeing that movie, I think when I was in, 2nd grade, 3rd grade. Then he's unboxing Pac-Man, the board game. Fun all around on Doug Weed's channel. Tank Zone, best sniper PC games, stealth shooter games on Tanks Zone. Hexed and Countered, 4 videos. Caucasus burning the Nagorno-Karabakh War 2020. A playthrough. I messed that up. Plus a channel trailer of Hexed and Countered and crowdfunding news. June 2023. Plus an OOTP out of the print. fictional / historical league setup, part 4 schedules, and finishing touches. A lot of these wargamers like baseball, you know, like ID Jester, this guy, who else? Blue Tweezers, I think. Really into baseball. Smart Wargames has 4 videos out. The first one is called Florida Man Underestimate. Ready or Not. This is campaign number 3, plus Tank Commander Battlefield on Steam. Content and gameplays. Looks like an old game. Plus Xenonauts 2 on Steam. Content preview and gameplay. And again, Ready or Not custom mission Permadeath campaign number 4 of Smooth Operations on Smart Wargames. LBW Strategy Gaming. 1 video out. It's Devil's Den by Avalon Hill. Turn number 6. An after action report. Box of Delights. Episode 5 of Star Trek Frontiers. Borg cubes. That looks cool. It looks cool. A lot of stuff though on the board. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Storm of Steel Wargaming 3 videos. A bench report hobby update plus a Undaunted Battle of Britain unboxing. Yeah, I wanted that. Huh? And Chain of Command rules review on Storms of Steel this week. You know, this might sound funny to you, but I need this. Fitness for Wargamers, a special edition. Yeah, damn straight, on Henry Hyde's channel. This guy ain't joking. You know why? Because I'm fat and I'm out of shape. Thanks, Henry. And I watch it. On the Nerd Workshop, Panzer by GMT Games, how to make 3D printed counter trays. On War Stories, 2 videos. Why the 1st Airborne Division was the most daring unit of World War II. This is on Battle Honors, plus how U.S. forces trained Vietnamese peasants to fight the Viet Cong. That must have been something. Tikanis Re! George Chiotis, ASL. Sturm Force Saturday, episode 1 with Jim Bishop, plus Second Front playtesting his version of the Captura of Balta, or Capture of Balta, Captura. By the way, the first one is it premieres the 17th. That is today at 8 a.m. The Dusted Game Shelf, 3 videos, Samurai, an acquisition and look at an old game. This is an old Avalon Hill game. I tried to get my hands on that one. It's rare. Rare? You go to Noble Knight. I'm not getting paid to say this. I'm just saying it. It's rare. You go to Noble Knight. Goblin Scarab Riders, a 3D experience, plus final hour unboxing. The CSR nominee, Mike Lambo, of Mike Lambo's Solitaire book games. That's right, people. He was nominated. Good for you, Mike. Plus, 3 videos on his channel, a new book, Battles of Napoleonic Europe, a brief overview, plus an instructional playthrough, and a quick look on his new book. Mike, I want it! U-Boater 658, 2 videos, both of the same name, called Rifles in the Dam, which scares me, and it's The Village Parts 1 and 2, Disaster Part 2. Vietnam. The Tabletop's Edge 1 video, Operation Sheet number 2, what makes Tactical Combat series so great. Artie's been trying to get me into that. Dave of the Dave's Gaming Shelf, 3 videos, and they're all on the new TVG game called STUKAJOE, which I gotta get. Okay? This guy knows how to get to me, Dave. I mean, Dan version. But Dave's getting to me too because he's showing Dan's game. Dave is showing Dan's game so Dan and I can get it. 3 videos as STUKAJOE opened the box plus expansions and early days. 36 to 37. And that's day 1 of 36 to 37. And day 2. This is a game by Chuck Seegert. The Board Game Chronicles, 2 videos out. First look at Donnerschlag, Escape from Stalingrad. And Storage Solution for Bayonets and Tomahawks, a game by Matt Rodrigue, developed by Marc Poutre. Yes, that's right. That's right. And published by GMT. Check out the video I did with Matt Rodrigue. Super guy, super. And he's your... That's what a Quebecer is. Mild-mannered, strong, bushwhacker. You know what I'm saying? Good-looking guy. Matt Rodrigue. That fantastic channel, Kings and Generals, 3 videos, and it's Sultan Babirs, or Baybars, from Slave to Savior of Islam. This is an animated documentary. It's only 18 minutes long, so you want to know about this guy, Babars. I used to watch Babar when I was young, but it's not the same guy. Next video is Operation Cartwheel Begins Pacific War. The 6th to the 20th of June, 1943, and there he is, General MacArthur. Plus, Bakhmut Falls, Belgorod. It's a Belgorod raid, a Russian invasion of Ukraine documentary. This is really sad that this is happening right now. Now it's news, it's like common news. You know, there's a war happening in Ukraine. You know, the Russians have invaded and people are dying, that's all. You know, next, commercial, buy Twix or Doritos today. Patrick of Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials, 2 videos. One is called Command and Colors Medieval. And Grant Takes Command. 2 from On to Richmond. 2 from Scenario Number 7, Bethesda Church. I used to know a guy in Bethesda. Hex to Hex. Vimero. Part 1. First Victories. Someone help me out here. Hey, someone please help me out.
This week on 6 Actual. Tech Air from Avalon Hill. While waiting for the balloon to go up in 1987, you could have wargamed options by playing this game. Brought to you by the same designer from Avalon Hill's Flight Leader. World War III Combined Arms Combat, only on 6 Actual.
6 Actual.
Hello, my name is Kevin Bertram.
Hola, soy Gilberto Lopez.
And we are the designers of the Halls of Montezuma.
Hey Kevin, let them know about this fabulous game we got.
Alright, here we go. The Halls of Montezuma is a 2-sided historical card-driven board game recreating the Mexican-American War. The American side is the Polk administration. As President Polk, you are working with Congress to pass your legislative agenda, ratify treaties, and fund your war effort while guiding your generals to capture desired territory. The Mexican side is all of the forces opposing the Polk administration. So not only the Mexican army and Mexican government, but the Whig Party, the nascent American anti-war movement, fierce Apache and Comanche warriors, and even Mother Nature in the form of bad weather and devastating diseases. The game is played over 6 half-year turns, with each side utilizing a 27-card event deck and a 9-card political deck. Players can play cards for events or discards to take side-specific actions, such as moving armies, redeploying troops, or recruiting guerrillas. Combat in the game is resolved on a battle board that has troops of differing quality rolling d6, d8, or d10. Normally, troops hit on a 6+, but if they are led by a general or defending a fortress, they hit on a 5+. The American side wins if, After meeting their objectives and capturing Mexico City, they can convince Congress to ratify the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. The Mexican side wins if Mexico captures Texas, or if they drive American support for the war to zero, or if they can simply outlast the Polk administration's time in office. The game can be played competitively by 2 players or solitaire by an American player against the El Robot bot system. Players may also play as 2-person teams, with one person as the side's politician and the other as the side's general. The Halls of Montezuma is scheduled to be delivered to Kickstarter backers on November 11th, 2023. We are really excited about this game, and we think you're going to enjoy it also.
Estamos muy emocionados con este juego y esperamos que los apoyen. Muchas gracias.
Host, the Cecil B. DeMille of Wargaming, Dan the Dancing Man. And our special guest today is Bruce Garrick, also known as Space Rumsfeld, as played by Clint Eastwood. So, Bruce, welcome to the show, and thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
Bruce, what do you mean good morning?
Isn't it morning in Canada? I can never keep that straight.
Canada.
Is it,
Man, it's
is it
7:30 in the evening, man.
Is it that it's how deep was the snow today, Dan?
What? There's no snow today, man.
There's no snow today? Okay.
No.
Are you sure you're
And
in Canada?
I want to ask Bruce a question right away, right off the bat, just to clear things right off the bat there, get it off the table.
Yes.
Look, I understand why you call yourself Wild Measles because you're a doctor, but why Space Rumfeld?
Where I go through all that stuff. And all right, Kilroy. Yes, Kilroy. Thank you, Kilroy. Have a steak for me. Put some blue cheese on it.
From Dan.
I'm all in. Yeah.
Oh man!
Yeah.
And Bruce, how many? You got a shelf full of games?
Games? What do you mean? Shelf full of games?
Games, for God's sakes, man.
No, I buy one game at a time. When I'm done with it, I throw it out and I buy another game.
That's
Except
not
ASL,
very.
obviously.
That's not very ASL of you.
Of course, I have a shelf full of games. What would I have? I mean, do I have a box full of them? I mean, do I have them in?
For God's sakes, man! Just answer the question.
I have a shelf, and I also have another shelf. Is that too? I mean,
just not enough shelf space for more games.
You know, Bruce, I'm afraid to ask you, what type of music you listen to?
Music.
Holy snowballs!
Wow. I listen
better.
Mostly,
I'm going to be very disappointed if Hawkwind is not in this list.
I listen mostly.
Let me.
Mostly like Canadian jazz, but a lot of like French Canadian kind of Quebec,
like John Tesh
oriented content. Yeah. CBC radio.
Dan's on strike.
Legendary Tactics has 8 videos out. I should say 7 or 6 because I already showcased 2 of them. So let's start with the 6th one. So it's a first look at digital app, Twilight Struggle, Red Sea Conflict in the Horn of Africa. Plus a preview, a digital unboxing. Look at that, it's a new one for me, of Gene Billingsley, Mr. President. Which he's the president of GMT. I mean, go figure, eh? What are the chances? Then how to play Mr. President? And a first look, the components inside the box. Man, I thought this was a digital unboxing. I gotta, capiche. Plus the American presidency, a review, and a playthrough. The first year part 1 example of play. You know what? It does sound very interesting because I wouldn't want to be president. 1, I don't have the smarts to be president. 2, I don't have the height to be president. And 3, I ain't American. Thank God. All right? See? Self-deprecating, but I gotta give you a shot. All this on Legendary Tactics. For our Polish listeners, Michel of Wojennik TV has 3 videos out. One is about cart adventure in Lhasa. It's in Polish. Then the Black Rose Wars, an unboxing in Polish, and a review of adapt A.D.A.P.D. in Polish for our Polish viewers. Wojennik TV. History Hustle, one video, the Dutch defense plans for World War II. My own worst enemy, one video out. What's the matter with you? Slacking off? Slacking off. Endurance unboxing and bonus whiskey review. Look at that! Look at that, huh? Respect! Jim Ozarski, 3 videos. The Battle of Asperm Essling. 3 for Valor and Fortitude. Jim, what do you mean for Valor and Fortitude? For Mamas and the Papas? What do you mean by that? Someone please tell me! Also, War Master Stumble Through Part 2 and the Battle for Orcs Drift. You get that? Rorke's Drift, but this is Orcs Drift. For Xenos Rampant. Okay, you see? For Xenos. For who? What is he talking about? Respect, Jim Ozarski. Ben Harsh of Harsh Rules. Learn to play with easy rules. With Ben Harsh. Rules breakdown of Fire in the Lake Part 2. You know, it takes a guy like Mark Herman and Volko Runke to really mess up a mind like mine. You know what I mean? And you get these 2 intellects together and they play with me, you know? I don't understand squat. So I'm going to watch Ben Harsh. Because he explains it so I can understand it. Capiche? Capiche. Poindexter Games, Jay Hinton. 1 video on this, the continuation and sorties 4 and 5 of Interceptor Ace, Volume 2. Look at that 263, yeah? Look at it! I always love that design. I love it. Tony of Tony's Board Life, 2 videos. It is Worthington Publishing's Antietam. This is Scenario 1, Part 2, and Scenario 1 Finale. A playthrough on Tony's Board Life. Dad vs. Son. Slacking off, Dad. 2 videos, campaign mission 14 and 15 of Aces of Valor. This is the German long 1915 campaign, mission 14 and 15. As a matter of fact, I just built a table in my smoking room, and I shall bring a game in there to play. Yes, Carl Kreider, that game will smell like smoke. You know what, Carl Kreider? Is my game. It's my house, and there's my rules. Okay? So who cares you're 6'10"? You're in California, I'm here. So there. What's the matter with that guy? Timmy of Hairbrain Games, 1 video. Timmy, where you been, man? It's been a month. Weekend Games. So he tells you what he's done. Keep it real, Timmy. Stay frosty. ID Jester, 4 videos out talking about slacking off. Diablo 4 level 26 Necromancer running campaign missions plus the War Room heading to a con. Really? God, I want to go to a con. Anyways, but the thing is, I want to go to a con. I want to film. I want to cook. I want to eat. I want to laugh. Maybe play a game. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of guy I am. I'm a groupie. Plus Diablo 4, level 30, and Path of Exile, level 83, the Witch Summoner, running maps level 4 and 6. What the hey is he talking about? Greg the Animal Smith, 1 video, and it's on Western Front Ace, and this is coming my way, because I ordered it, because I helped Greg with 1 rule in there, and he enjoyed it. And that was the first time I met Greg. What a nice guy. It's a how to play video of Western Front Ace. And you know what? It's 15 minutes long. How difficult can that game be? Come on! Combat Board Games unbagging Stompa game by Tadashi Ahara. Wow. Combat is pulling a Dave of Centurion's review. The PBS voice of Wargaming, the Oaken Night. League of Dungeoneers. A gameplay, he says, a D&D in a box. Chapolo. The Boss. Mark Ruggiero of Clark Commando 1983 has one video. MMP, the gamer's line of battle, last chance for victory. Learn to play after action report on the Boss's channel, Clark Commando 1983. Little Wars TV, 3 must-see exhibits at the Museum of U.S. Marine Corps. God, I still haven't gone to the Ottawa War Museum. There's nothing matter with me. I got no excuse, none. Lock and Load Publishing, one video, Sean Keith and Devin play Point Blank. I got it! But my son-in-law, he's a creep. Simple History, 3 videos. When a U.S. Marine survived a live RPG in his leg. Ouch. Plus, soldiers who overdosed on meth in combat. Strange stories of World War II. This political correctness. You can't even say meth. He's got to put an asterisk on the E. Makaman. Also, tanks, monsters of the battlefield. He's got the mouse and he's got the rat. Yeah. Thursday Night Gamers haven't been around in years. They're back. All right. And it is Banners Basic Tutorials and Burning Banners Advanced Game Tutorials. It's Burning Banners is the name of the game, and it looks like a fantasy game. Yeah. On Thursday Night Gamers, usually they pull Napoleonics, these guys. The Hugh Hefner of War Games, Wardy Robe, I should say, plays World War II, has one video out, and it's Days of Days and D-Day Landing. LBW Steve versus Wardy Robe, turn 1. Heavy Cardboard, 4 videos. Third Crusade, teaching and playthrough. Also, Age of Steam, Balkans map, teaching and playthrough. And this is why I have this on, because Golden Elephant Award roundtable discussion, they are talking about their awards. So, it's award season. You can't get enough. Heavy Cardboard. Plus, Inventions, Evolution, and Ideas, teaching and playthrough by Heavy Cardboard.
Howdy to all you folks watching Dan Pinculdi's show No Enemies Here. It's Meandering Mike doing my weekly channel update. If you can see down here, we've got 3 new videos and 1 old video over there. My rolling weekly update, which if you watched it, or I watched it, and I was sounding a little running fast, like I was on 4 cups of coffee or 6 Diet Cokes or something, which is weird because I had given up Diet Coke. Maybe I was having withdrawal symptoms or whatever. So we're going to be a little more chill this week. So we got 3 videos new, 2 unboxings. One of them is GMT, the latest coin game. It's a 4-pack, a multi-pack, kind of like Coin Light, 2-player games, more war game-ish slightly, you know, the British way, Insurgency. If you've been avoiding Coin because you thought, nah, too complicated or too many people, give this one a try. You know, great for 2 players. Doesn't have a solo bot system or anything like that, but it's only 2 players, so you can try playing it solo, and you only have to play one side off against the other and give it a try. So the second unboxing is also another insurgency game. I didn't really plan it that way, but it turned out that way. 2040, an American insurgency from Compass Games. Now, this is not a political game in the sense that it's not based on any current politics. This is set in 2040. So it's got red forces and blue forces, but it's not red and blue states. It's blue being the Federals and red being the rebels, and that's just a standard color coding for friendly side and enemy side. So that looks kind of interesting there. So you can check out that unboxing and see if that's your cup of tea. I did some review of my miniature painting, Meandering Mike, Miniature Madness. Some of you are not miniature wargamers, and that's okay. So if you're interested in that, you can check out what I've been doing there miniature-wise. I do want to say that if you've got hobbies that you haven't done in a long time, give them another look. Maybe you'll find something there that you're missing. You didn't realize you were missing it. I found that after 30 years away, started doing it again in April, and I'm really enjoying it. Even though there's some stress, because I joined a painting challenge. Talk about that there. So I'm actually on the line to try to compete a certain amount of painting, which I'm not going to finish, so that's okay, but because I feel that just the fact that I got back to painting after 30 years, that's a victory for me. So check that out if there's anything in your life, like a hobby that you haven't done in a long time, that maybe you'll find you've actually been missing it when you didn't think you would. So that's my 3 new videos for the week, folks. So I'm going to send it back to you, Dan, and all your good folks watching No Enemies Here. Take care, ciao, and stay chill.
Black Jay.
Of Mo's Game Table has one video. Compass Games Learn to Play 24. Burning Banners. Rage of the Witch Queen. Well, it sounds like a cool game. It's with the designer Chris Moore on Mo's channel. Vento Nuevo Games. A Blitz teaser. 33 seconds of Manuela Santandrea's game. Check it out. Dan Verson of Dan Verson Games is kickstarting Field Commander Robert E. Lee. You know what? You always have to play both sides. And props to Dan for this. Props! Mauro Faina! 2 videos. Episode 61 of Il Gianni Zero Nero talks about ASL. Also, he continues with another video, an hour's worth of ASL. I mean, anybody who's an ASL freak and understands Italian, this is gold. Cody of the Discriminating Gamer has 4 videos out in its top 10 deck building games for June 2023, plus Undaunted Battle of Britain. I didn't get it. And DC Comics deck building game Rivals, The Flash versus Reverse Flash. Me, I can't get into this Marvel thing. Versus Reverse Flash. Also, Banish the Snakes, a game of St. Patrick's in Ireland. I think this is a GMT game. On the Discriminating Gamer. The Lonesome Gamer, Kalismar, 2 videos on Europa Universalis parts 40 and 41. The man, famously known as Calandale Enrico Viglino, has 4 videos, and it's on Europa Universalis 49 and wrap, plus a review of Europa Universalis, which lasts 1 hour and 42 minutes. That's a hell of a review. Plus, a re-intro into 18 SVEA. Plus a number 1. I don't know what that is. You know, I know he doesn't give a poop, and he just writes what he wants to write, but I don't know. Someone help me here. Help me! Gilbert Collins, my paisan from down there. 2 videos out. Prairie Aflame, the Northwest Rebellion of 1885, and after the unboxing, sorting on to Richmond 2. Gilbert Collins. And with that said, peeps, another week, another show. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for keeping me alive. This is a lot of fun for me all the time. All the time. I try to throw a few curveballs in once in a while just to, dust off old things. Please consider supporting this channel. It's an incredible incentive. Plus, I'm unemployed now, anyways. And I'm fat and lazy. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, with that said, watch everything you wanted to know about War Games War Afraid to Ask. That's the old name. The new name is called with Bruce Garrick. Fun guy. And he's not even into mushrooms. But that's what he told me. He told me that his neighbor has prize-winning truffle hunting dogs. Jeez. Yeah. That's something I would love. Don't forget to vote for the CSRs. I'm working on it. Like I said, I'm finished. What's going to happen is that they're going to send me the ballots. Once it's counted, I will know all the winners of everything before Ollie is. Hey, grease me, man, and I'll let you know. I'm Italian. Come on, you know? And I have to put that together to all the videos I've done, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 times 3, about 15 to 18 videos that categories that I've already done, plus the intro, plus the Charles S. Robert, Charlie Roberts bio. I'm always gonna put that in, plus ads, interests, and I'm gonna try to keep it down to 1 hour, which is the perfect time. An hour is just perfect, you know. An hour 15, it's like you're pushing it, but I'll let it happen. That's the mindset. An hour and a half, it's like, ooh, you gotta break it in two. An hour's fantastic. I'm gonna try. Again, watch the Artie and Dan show there. I don't know what it's called. Bruce Garrick's a great guy. I can't have said enough about that. And the week after, we're having Ted Racer, or Ted Racier, or Rakier. Depends where you're from. Ted Racer. Have a good weekend. Happy Father's Day. In Canada, I don't know if it's Father's Day. In the States, who cares, right? I pay my taxes here, and that's what it's all about. I pay a hell of a lot of taxes. God, do I pay a lot of taxes. Be nice.